Hello guys, we are here on Friday, May 15th to do morning work 12.3. So let's go ahead and get started on our first one. Okay guys, our numbers are getting bigger for our addition. So we want to keep in mind that we've got our tens and our ones, okay? Now, if I look in my ones place, okay, I'm gonna look right down there. I've got 2 and 8. Well, I know that's a combination of 10. So because I have 10, I can't put them down here. So I need to put my 10, I'm gonna put 1 10 over here. Now that's gonna leave me with 0 1. So I'm gonna put that 0 down bottom, okay? Now, here's where things get a little bit tricky, okay? I've got a 1 and a 9, which is 10. And then I have 10 plus 2 more, which is 12. But can I put 12 tens in the tens place? I can't, okay? Now, what I need to do is I need to think of, I know that 12 tens is the same as 12 sticks of 10. So I'm going to draw 12 sticks of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. So let's count by tens, okay? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So I know that 12 tens is equal to 120, okay? But again, I can't put 12 tens in my tens place. But what I can do is I can trade 10 of those tens in for flat. And we did this just a little bit. I can trade those in for 100, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm now gonna have a hundreds place, okay? So I'm gonna trade those 12 tens in for 100. So I'm gonna have a 1 in my hundreds place, but I still have 2 tens left over. So I'm gonna put those 2 tens in my tens place, okay? And we can think of this as, there's no number here, but we can think of it as kind of carrying that 1 over into the hundreds place, and then I bring my 1 down, okay? So it's kind of tricky here because we are just kind of starting to learn this, okay? So that 1 will come down because I've carried that over because I had 12 tens, and I can put 2 tens in my tens place, carry that 1 over into a hundreds place, and then bring that 1 down into a hundreds place there, okay? So that's kind of tricky. So that's something that we're gonna have to keep working on. So in this one, I have 4 plus 2. Actually, I'm gonna skip over that one. I'm gonna do one more of these kind of tricky ones right here. So I've got my tens and I got my ones. So in my ones place, I have a 5 and I have a 7, okay? Well, I know that 5 plus 7 is 12. So I'm going to take, and 12 is like a 10 and a 2. So I'm going to take my 10 and put it up there. I'm going to leave my 2 in my ones place, okay? Now, when I add these together, I have 1 plus 8, which is 9, plus 3 more, which is 10, 11, 12, okay? So I've got 12. Now, just like I did over here, I can't put 12 tens down here in the tens place. So just like I had up here, remember how I drew my 12 tens and I knew that that was on 120. Well, I can trade in 10 of those tens for a flat. So that's gonna give me a hundreds place. So I can carry my 1 from my 12 tens over into my hundreds place. And then I'm gonna keep my 2 tens that were left over and put those down here in my tens place. And then I've got that 1 in the hundreds place that I can then bring down here and put in front. So now if you look, you can see I've got 12. I've got that 12 tens that I had up there, okay? But you want to think of it as carrying those 10 tens over here to make 100 and then bringing that 100 down, okay? So give the rest of them a try, okay? We'll go over them together when we come back. Davy bought a shirt and gave the clerk $2. How much change does he get back? Well, the shirt costs $1.20. Now, he paid with $2. Okay, $1, $2. Now, one of those dollars, we know that he used the whole thing. Okay, but he's still got this 20 cents here. Okay, well, how much? So again, he paid for that dollar right there, but how much from this next dollar, if he only needed to use 20 cents of it, how much would he get back from this other dollar? So you can start at your 20 cents and count up to that dollar and try to give that one a try. Amanda bought jeans and gave the clerk $3 bills. If we look over here, the jeans cost $2.35. How much change does she get back? Well, she paid with $3 bills. Okay, but we know that 2 of those dollars she used for the jeans. So she used $1, she used $2. Now, from the last dollar, she only needs 35 cents of it. Okay, so if she only needs to use 35 cents, how much of that last dollar will she get back as change? And you can write that over here. Okay, over here we have a word bank and a word search. So the words are maybe, stray, holiday, halfway, trail, explain, chain, stain. Okay, more of those long A words using both the AY and the AI vowel teams. Okay, and then last one, Amy is paying for her one-way ticket. Okay, so it looks like she's going to be going on a train. So we have blocked of delayed railway with a period is because the train and the. And I see that the has a capital letter and that's the only one. So that tells me that that's going to be my first word of my sentence. Okay. Oh, not they, sorry, the. Okay, so the, and then use the rest of the words to try to figure out what the rest of the sentence is, okay? So some of these are kind of tricky. Give it a try on your own, okay? Pause the video to do your work. If there's something you're not sure of, just leave it blank, okay? And you can fill it in when we go over it together. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and go over the ones up here that we didn't do. So we had skipped over this one because I wanted to do one of the trickier ones. So here we had 4 plus 2 is 6 in our ones place, so we didn't have to do any carrying. So I bring down my 6 in my tens place for 66. Okay, we did this one together where we had to make that hundreds place, okay, because we had too many tens here. Over here, 9 plus 7 is 16. Okay, so I put my 6 ones here, and then I carried my 10 over into my tens place, and 7 plus 1 is 8 in our tens place. Okay, here was another one where we had to make a hundreds place. So 6 plus 4, that's one of my combinations of 10. So I put my 0 down here, and I carried my 10 that I made over here. Okay, so now in my tens place, I have 1 plus 4, which is 5, plus 5 more, which is 10. Now, again, I know that 10 tens can make a 100, okay, or a flat of 100. So I can carry that 1 over into that place, or I really can just write it over in the hundreds place since I don't have a hundreds place to carry it into. If I did have another number in the hundreds place here, I would carry that over, but I wrote it up there just so you could see that that's kind of what you're doing. So we make a new hundreds place because of that 10 that we traded in, and then with 10, I didn't have any left over, so I had 0 tens left over, okay? So 100 is the answer for that one. Then over here, 9 plus 3 was 12. I put my 2 ones here. I carried that 10. 3 plus 1 is 4 over there. Now, down here, we're starting to get into dollars, okay? And so it said Davy bought a shirt and gave the clerk $2. Well, the shirt was only $1.20. Well, that $1 we crossed out because we know he used that one. So of this next dollar, he only needs to use 20 cents. So what I did is I started at 20 and I counted up until I got to 100 because $1 is 100 cents. Okay, so I was at 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I had 5 tens plus 3 more, which is 8, and 8 tens is 80 or 80 cents. Okay, I did the same thing over here. So Amanda bought some jeans, which cost $2.35. So I crossed off 2 of the dollar because she paid with $3 bills. I crossed off 2 of the dollar bills because I know that she used those full $2, but she only needs to use 35 cents of that last dollar, okay? So if I think of it, I start at 35 and then I need to get up to 100, which is the same as $1. So is it 35? So I actually added So I can go ahead and add tens. So is it 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95. So that's 60, but I can't add another 10. So I'm at 95, but I can add 5 more. Okay, so I had 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, or is it 95? So 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Okay, so I added 5 more. So I had 60, and then I had to add 5 more, which gave me 65 cents. Okay, here are where you will find the words in the word search. Okay, I'm not going to go over all of those, but you can look and see those there. And then down here we had Amy is paying for her one-way ticket. And then we worked out that the train is delayed because of the blocked railway. And I knew railway was the last word because it has a period there. So here are your answers for morning work 12.3, which is from Friday, May 15th. Good job, everyone.